Now, one of the gotchas from yesterday's videos was if I come up here and choose the ellipse tool and draw out a circle, I get it with the pattern inside. I go ahead and hit delete, and then just come up and click on white. But what I do want is a black stroke and no fill. So I'm going to click on the default colors here, and then with the fill selected, I'm going to get rid of that so I just have the stroke. And once again, I'm on the ellipse tool, and I'm going to hold down Option to draw from the center and Shift to draw a perfect circle, and just draw out something about that size. Doesn't matter. Okay, and I'm going to change the stroke from 1 pixel to 0.5. And yes, Illustrator will draw half a pixel stroke. And then hit the V key so I get my move tool or selection tool, move tool in Photoshop. And then I'm going to click on this, hold down Option, and drag out a copy. But I want it to go straight down, so I'm going to hold Shift at the same time and just drag it down, a little bit. Doesn't matter. And now I have this copy of this circle. I want to select this circle. And I want to rotate this circle around a single point that is directly below the upper center anchor point. And I have that right here in the center of this second circle, sitting there for me. Now, if I choose the rotate tool, right here, if you have reflect selected by some chance, click on rotate. Then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to look for that center point. And it lights up because I have Smart Guides on. Remember, view, make sure Smart Guides have a check mark by them. And I'm going to come down here, come to this center point, hold down Option, and then click. And up pops the rotate dialog box. And by default, the preview's off. And by default, the angle is 0. And I want to see what's going to happen. And I want to pick a number that's evenly divisible into 360. It's how many degrees in a circle, right? So I had 20 there because I practiced this when the last video was rendering. And I'm going to click copy, which makes a second copy there. Now I could keep doing this again and again and again and again and again, or I could hold down Command D, and just hold it down until it gets close, and then Command D, because you don't want to duplicate that original one. And now, if I click away, we have this one circle that's messing up everything. That was our little guide circle. So we can click on that and delete it. And now we have this really cool shape. And I wonder, could we make a pattern out of that? Now, I'm not telling you to make complicated patterns. I'm telling you, you should experiment and see what happens. I'm going to hit escape, and this time I'm just going to leave this here. I keep closing the pattern dialog box, part of my OCD. I'll try to get over that, select this, and then click on our pattern. And there we go. And just like we did with the polka dots, we can change this to a different tile type, and we can adjust the spacing between them. And again, with color, this can be kind of attractive. I'm not telling you to go complicated. I've been dying to show you the rotate tool because there's so many things you can do with it. And not all of them are, this kind of geometric beauty. But there are some really cool things we can do with them. And that's not just associated with patterns. But, well, I'll come back and I'll do one different thing with the rotate tool that shows you something completely different just popped into my mind.